Hey everybody, it's Danita Ogandaga. I am coming to you today to thank you all so much for purchasing my newest ebook, digital book, audiobook, Annulation. It is a French book. I wrote it with the intention of all of the work that my husband and I have been doing in the French world. For those of you that read my original book, Undoing, Living a Lie and Calling It the Truth, if you've read it, you know that the book is based and it is talking about trauma. It's talking about why we choose to live a lie and call it the truth. During the travels that my husband and I had with the activation tour since 2014, we've learned so much about business and how a lot of us can reach our height in success, but we have residual things that have caused us to put our whole lives on pause. Our statistics that we've read and researched over the years have told us that 1 in 5 Americans in America, since we live here, have been molested. 1 in 4 have grown up with alcoholics. 1 in 3 couples have engaged in physical violence. But the statistics don't stop there. There are so many others that are dealing with religious things, cultural mindsets, traditional mindsets, fatherlessness, the orphan spirit, and all these other types of bondages. And it's really created a sense of isolation for a lot of people. And so because of that, our subconscious tells us that everything is okay when we know that it really is not. And so while we were at the activation tour, we began to realize, hey, we're giving these people strategies. We're seeing their business 10x. But in the back, in the booth, in the corner, in the dark, we're having sessions with a lot of these people to help restore their inner child so that they can continue to thrive while they themselves have children and begin a new legacy. And so from writing Undoing in English, I wrote Annulation in French. And when we did that, we realized that there were a lot of people, again, that were in places that we couldn't get to just yet, who were requesting the book. And so we had a couple of shipments go, to different countries that we couldn't reach at the time. And we decided that we wanted to make the book more accessible to those because we are in a time right now where we are in need of strategies and tactics to help us sit down and do the work, the hard work of addressing trauma in our lives. And because of that, I've written the book and expanded in the audiobook that's translated by Annulation in a digital format so that anywhere, no matter where you are in the world, if you are on the tippy toe of Jupiter, you can access this book. And I did that because I know that so many people are looking for answers. They're looking for new paradigms. They're looking for bold approaches to healing. And really the base of it is sitting down and being willing to do the work. I have dealt with trauma. My husband has dealt with trauma. Many of us have dealt with trauma. We don't understand that the things that are causing, delays or discoveries in our lives, it doesn't always have to be negative, is the result of unprocessed and in some cases unresolved and unhealed trauma. And so I wanted to make this book available to you. My husband and I did. And the book is available. It is $37. It's available for instant download. I want you to get this book as a gift to yourself. It's not even Christmas yet. But I want you to get this book for yourself and for your family so that you all can begin to sit down and do the work and talk about why you made a decision to take this time in your life to start addressing trauma. There's amazing research out there that talks about how trauma makes your body keep score. And how many of you all don't know, when you don't deal with trauma, it begins to create dis-ease in your body. And so I talk a lot about that in my print book and in my digital book. And you're going to begin to see and to understand what trauma is, why we want to settle into a lifestyle of calling lies the truth, and how we can begin to do the difficult but important work of unraveling the lie so that we can accomplish and address the truth. You know, you may not have been able to happen to handle or to prevent what happened to you, but it is your responsibility to heal. And if you have family, if you have children, if you're in a relationship, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your spouse, your partner, your children to do the work. And so I'm very passionate for the last 16 plus years of doing the work with grief talk and small groups and, poetry readings and expressive therapy techniques, and all these things that my husband and I have done over the years to bring expressive therapy techniques and tactics to you all. We're still very much invested now because we realize that, we can be so successful. We can have all the strategies for breaking into the social media world, the content creation world. But when you are in an interview and you're asked about your trauma and you freeze up, how are you going to address it? You got to address it at some point. We want to give you the resources and tools to be able to start that work. So I love you all. Pray God's blessings upon you. Get the book, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.